antibiotics, and I'll give you my understanding, and let me know if I'm accurate or not. I understand that when my body is infected by whatever, my white blood cells are there to fight the infection. However, my white blood cells sometimes might need backup. If it was in terms of an army, I need backup from an army, and the antibiotics then come in to, reinforce that fight. Is that accurate, Dr. Muffin?
Yes, I mean, it's almost accurate. Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, I would just add to that the bacteria itself, the antibiotics are going to act on the bacteria, and they'll act in different ways, basically to stop the growth and the production of more bacteria. And so some of the antibiotics, they are going to arrest the multiplication, and others are going to actually just kill them and destroy them. And it's generally when there are certain infections that our immune system can try and actually eliminate. But others, you need reinforcement, like you said, absolutely, because, I mean, we are unable to clear them ourselves. Okay. Yeah.
All right, Dr. Opanga, are our bodies well equipped to fight all infections? Why do we need antibiotics?
So our bodies are well equipped to fight infections. And why do we need antibiotics? Sometimes the antibiotic load in the body, the amount of bacteria in the body can be overwhelming, causing a lot of symptoms, some of which can go into a serious state called sepsis. And sepsis actually leads to organ failure, and therefore we need antibiotics to be able to clear the infection, stop the growth of bacteria, or actually kill the bacteria. Yeah.
All right, and to you, Dr. Mavisi, at what point do I need antibiotics? Because I guess, and this is a layman's perspective, there are times that I'll get an infection and overcome it. There are times that the doctor will prescribe them. Now we need antibiotics. At what point do I need antibiotics?
Actually, thank you, Gitonga. Not all infections need antibiotics. As you said earlier, as Dr. Opanga said, there are infections that cannot always relieve by themselves. Those are minor infections where the body's immune system can be able to come in and fight the infection. But this is a point where the healthcare provider can be able to gauge the point at which you need an antibiotic in cases of, as she said, sepsis or even serious infections now. But then the body is also able to fight infections, the minor infections.
Okay. Is it possible for one to overuse antibiotics?
It is, and this is one of the drivers of actually antimicrobial resistance or antibiotic resistance, because there's been an overuse of antibiotics both in the animal sector and also in the human sector. And I think in the human sector, for instance, there are certain infections that are caused, for instance, by viruses. Those are not going to be cured by an antibiotic. And so once you take an antibiotic actually for a viral infection, and that might cause probably actually a sore throat, it's just exposing. And every exposure to an antibiotic, it's an opportunity for the bacteria to develop resistance. And so really any encounter with an antibiotic is an opportunity. And so, yes, they are actually quite overused for a lot of things. People just walk at the pharmacy, they go and procure it for any infection. And so ideally, we should never use antibiotics without seeing a clinical doctor, or actually a nurse who's able to prescribe, or a clinical officer who's able to prescribe. But I mean, we should never use antibiotic without a prescription or consulting with the clinical staff.